For over a century, scientists warned that the Earth's climate was changing as a result of human action, what the United Nations now calls the defining crisis of our time. In anticipating the effects of climate change, the South African government has taken steps to update its commitment to the Nationally Determined Contribution, NDC, the cornerstone of the country's climate change response. South Africa's plans and initiatives to create a green economy have positioned the country to take the lead on the continent as an environmental and green economy champion and a global contributor through the country's membership to the Partnership for Action on Green Economy, PAGE.
My name is Thuli Khumalo. I am the Deputy Director General responsible for climate change, equality and sustainable development in the National Department of Forestry, Fisheries and Environment. South Africa joined this program in 2015 as part of the outcomes of the Rio Plus 20. It has been a very beneficial program to us because it also aligns with our national priorities, our national development plan, our climate change policy and all other pieces of work that we are doing.
The South African government has adopted the green economy as one of its policy priorities. This is reflected in the National Development Plan Vision 2030, which put green economy at the center of the government's development efforts.
Puts sustainability at the heart of economic policies and practices to advance the 2030 agenda for the Sustainable Development Goals and supports nations and regions in reframing economic policies and practices around sustainability to foster economic growth, create income and jobs, reduce poverty and inequality, and strengthen the ecological foundations of their economies.
We are trying to address the fact that the future of our planet is threatened by three major issues. The first is climate change, the second is biodiversity loss, and the third is environmental pollution.
PAGE's work in South Africa is grouped under three outcomes, starting with national policy making. Several achievements fall under this outcome, such as the Green Economy Inventory for South Africa, undertaken in collaboration with the South African government, principally through the DFFE and with the ILO and the UN Environment.
The Green Economy Inventory for South Africa is actually a document that looks much more deeper for us to have a deeper understanding of the green economy actions that would be required to place South Africa on a low carbon trajectory.
Green economy trade, industry and trade analysis, or GITA, was one of the outputs of PAGE South Africa, and here they identified water technology as an important contributor to a green economy.
The world around us has changed, and in the current environment, South Africa faces the challenge of promoting short-term economic recovery from the impact of COVID-19 whilst ensuring long-term, environmentally sustainable prosperity.
The work done by Partnership for Action on Green Economy South Africa as part of the inclusive green recovery post-COVID-19 is a combination of upstream policy work as well as downstream interventions to support youth and women-owned green enterprises.
To complement the evidence-based research for policymakers, PAGE will also work with green entrepreneurs by supporting the growth of green solutions and ventures through initiatives that support youth and youth-led organizations.
So today it is really about how we acknowledge the work that is being done, the progress that is being made, the young minds, the entrepreneurial spirit, and the insights that young people have in dealing with these issues and challenges.
Now, subsequently with DFC2 and post securing the funds to run DFC2, we focused on SMMEs, those that were at least 2 to 3 years into implementation, but were probably experiencing challenges in transitioning the businesses as green business enterprises.
With an eye on tomorrow, the South African government has published the Economic Reconstruction and Recovery Plan to put the South African economy on an inclusive, transformative growth path. A green economy has deep roots to help countries weather storms just like the one we are currently facing in COVID-19 and the post-pandemic recovery. Partnering and collaborating is key to this. Upon reflection, PAGE has certainly lived up to its intention of forging partnerships and network in South Africa. Each stakeholder is a node in a network, a strong branch emerging from the core purpose and they are each branching out further in their own spheres of action and influence.